Nikki Fife came to my office 3 weeks ago. I occupy one small corner of a larger suite of offices that house the California Fidelity Insurance Company, for whom I once worked. Our connection now is rather loose. I do a certain number of investigations for them in exchange for 2 rooms with a separate entrance and a small balcony overlooking the main street of Santa Teresa. I have an answering service to pick up calls when I'm out, and I keep my own books. I don't earn a lot of money, but I make ends meet. I'd been out for most of the morning, only stopping by the office to pick up my camera. Nikki Fife was standing in the corridor outside my office door. I'd never really met her, but I'd been present at her trial 8 years before when she was convicted of murdering her husband, Laurence, a prominent divorce attorney here in town. Nikki was in her late 20s then, with striking white blonde hair, dark eyes, and flawless skin. Her hair had grown out now to its natural shade, a brown so pale that it appeared nearly colorless. She was maybe 35, 36, and the years at the California Institute for Women had left no visible lines. I didn't say anything at first, just opened the door and let her in. "You know who I am?" she said. "I worked for your husband a couple of times." She studied me carefully. "Was that the extent of it?" I knew what she meant. "I was also there in court when you were being tried," I said, "but if you're asking if I was involved with him personally, the answer is no. He wasn't my type, no offense. Would you like some coffee?" She nodded, relaxing almost imperceptibly. I pulled the coffee pot from the bottom of the file cabinet and filled it from the Sparklet's water bottle behind the door. I put in a filter paper and ground coffee and plugged in the pot. I sat down in my swivel chair. "When were you released?" I asked. "A week ago." "What's freedom feel like?" She shrugged. "It feels good, I guess. But I can survive the other way, too. Better than you'd think." I took a small carton of half and half out of the little refrigerator to my right. I keep clean mugs on top, and I turned one over for each of us, filling them when the coffee was done. Nikki took hers with a murmured thanks. "Maybe you've heard this one before," she said. "But I didn't kill Laurence, and I want you to find out who did." "Why wait this long?" I asked. "You could have initiated an investigation from prison and maybe saved yourself some time." She smiled faintly. "I've been claiming I was innocent for years. Who'd believe me? The minute I was indicted, I lost my credibility. I want that back, and I want to know who did me in." Her look was level, flattened out, as though some interior light were growing dim. You want to fill me in?" She took a sip of coffee and then set the mug on the edge of my desk. "I was married to Laurence for 4 years, a little more than that. He was unfaithful after the first 6 months. I don't know why it came as such a shock. Actually, that's how I got involved with him, when he was with his first wife, being unfaithful to her with me. There's a sort of egotism attached to being a mistress, I suppose. Anyway, I never expected to be in her shoes, and I didn't like it much.